The way we consume and share news today, it is largely rooted in social media outlets, a reason why it's crucial to look at what's being discussed online, from the hottest issues to trends for our daily social media minute. We're joined by Yerka in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Yes, we're here. Finally.
And we'll do this dance all over again next week. It'll be great. Okay. So we do have a lot of updates from the culture section, namely a familiar name thanks to her, I think, big breakout hit, The Vegetarian.
That's right.
Kang winning another prestigious award, it turns out, for another book.
Yeah.
I Do Not Bid Farewell.
That's right. So this is a follow-up of a story that we covered last week.
Okay.
Korean author Kang has won the prestigious French award Prix Medicis for her novel I Do Not Bid Farewell. We talked last week about how she was shortlisted for the award's foreign language category. Her win, which was announced just yesterday, marks the first time that a Korean author has won this prestigious award.
Okay, so tell us about the award again.
So the Medicis or Medici Award is considered to be among the four major literary awards in France. The award is a foreign literature category of the Prix Medicis, which was established in 1970 to honor experimental works of literature. This is Han's second nomination for the award. Her first came in 2017 for her novel 히라버 시간, or Greek Lessons.
Is anyone else thinking, does she pump out books pretty much on an annual basis? That's a lot of books.
That's a lot of books. That's right.
Okay, so when was this novel published, and who are the translators?
Yeah, so I Do Not Bid Farewell was published by 문학동네 Publishing in 2021. It was then translated into French by 최경란 and Pierre Biziou. The French edition was published under the publishing house Grasset in September, not too long ago.
And as we briefly mentioned last week, the background of this novel is based on a historical tragedy, so a real-life incident that took place on the island of Jeju-do in 1948.
That's right. The novel is about love, life, grief, and loss surrounding the 1948 April 3rd uprising on Jeju Island. The story is told in the voices of three women. Now, her novel, we mentioned last week, was also shortlisted for another prestigious French literary award, Prix Femina, but it narrowly lost on Tuesday. Anyways, Kang hosted a meet and greet with her readers and fans in Paris back in September. It was sort of timed with the launch of her book's French edition. And in an interview prior to the meet and greet event, she shared her thoughts on historical fiction. And at the time, she said to write about historical events in a novel is really an exploration of human nature. And she expressed confidence that even French readers who are unfamiliar with this particular event that took place in Jeju-do will find it accessible and comprehensible because there are universal elements.
I think so. I think initially before you pick up a fictitious book in an island far, far away from decades ago, I think our assumption is, what common ground can I possibly find? Right. I think the obvious is look for someone that looks like you, a story that resonates with you. But I mean, if you're a fiction fan, you'd know that you'd be surprised.
Yes. So, I mentioned universal elements. And Kang said the title of the novel, I Do Not Bid Farewell, it reflects the enduring love, the heart that refuses to say goodbye. And she said that she would be most pleased if readers could also feel that sentiment she tried to convey in the story.
If you've lost anyone in an untimely fashion, I think you could also relate, right? I do not bid farewell. You know that phrase in English, move on? I'm not a big fan because I don't think you move on from certain tragedies or certain incidents that kind of shakes you to the core. Maybe that's what she's referring to. See? Universal. What did the translators have to say about the word?
So it took 7 months to translate the novel into French. And interestingly, the Korean translator never posed any questions to Kang during that time. Translator Choi Kyung-nan, who worked on the translation, said the narrative is complex with three main characters and a storyline that weaves between reality and dreams, past and present. present. However, according to the translator, the storytelling is so lucid and clear that there was just no need to ask questions.
Chills anyone.
Yeah.
No translator ever has said that. Well, that's not true, but you can imagine how well written it is for a translator to be so confident.
Yeah. The local publisher initially printed 5,000 copies, but after she won the prize, they decided to print an additional 15,000 copies.
We like awards, though.
Yeah, of course. Now, the publisher said that it is through this novel that French readers have become aware of the April 3rd incident in Jeju-do. It said that interest in Korean culture has been growing in France. And then this book has deepened their understanding of Korea's contemporary and historical events.
I'm hoping that there will also be an English translation, because when The Vegetarian came out, what my husband and I did was I read the English version, he read the Korean version, and we tried to explain.
The same. Yeah.
Anyway, pick up a book over the weekend, and maybe this might be on your short list. On to our second buzzword of the day. Who's taking over the world?
NewJeans.
NewJeans. They're scheduled to perform at a pretty prestigious music awards.
Yeah, the Billboard Music Awards, which is one of the 3 biggest music awards in America. And they are sort of set to make history because they are the first K-pop girl group to perform at this event, right?
I guess that makes sense. BTS paves the way.
Yeah.
Same label.
I think they are the only K-pop group to perform at all 3 music awards.
Look at that.
Yes. Now, the official announcement came as Billboard revealed the performer lineup for this year's ceremony on their social media platforms.
And to much, much, much fanfare.
Yes.
Which songs will they be performing? Do we know?
Yeah, so they're going to be performing 2 songs that entered the Billboard Hot 100 this year. They are Super Shy and OMG.
Has anyone else tried to do the Super Shy challenge and discovered that my limbs just don't work like that?
The dance, it's just so fast, right?
Where did all the training go? Out the window. Okay, so NewJeans have had a pretty remarkable year on the Billboard charts in 2023, so maybe it makes sense that they take center stage.
Yeah, so the group secured the fastest debut album to reach #1 on the Billboard 200 chart with their mini album Get Up, which was released this summer in July. The group also made it to the top Hot 100 with 5 songs. They include OMG, Ditto, Super Shy, ETA, and Cool With You. It's amazing just how many hits they were able to
put on the chart
from just one single album. It's really incredible.
I can't remember the last time a girl group was so well planned. Well, Blackpink did try to do something similar too, right? And where an album is so dense, you're thinking,
with hit songs.
How many title songs did you think of? And how many did you manage to just kind of shove into one album?
That's right.
Not only are NewJeans performing at the Billboard's Music Awards, the group has also been nominated at this year's awards.
Yeah, NewJeans are the most nominated K-pop artists at this year's awards. They received nominations in 4 different categories: Top Billboard Global Artist, Top Global K-pop Artist, Top Global K-pop Song, and Top K-pop Album. Now, they have a total of 5 nominations with a double nomination in the Top Global K-pop Song category.
Are you just going to kind of brush over the fact that Billboard now has like a pretty expansive K-pop
I know, right?
set of K-pop awards? Really, guys? 10 years ago, this was a whole different conversation. Right? We were definitely hyping up K-pop.
That's right.
All right, so when's the award ceremony scheduled to happen?
Yeah, it's going to take place on November 19th at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Now, to add, BTS has been the only K-pop group to perform at the Grammys, American Music Awards, and the Billboard Music Awards until now.
So those are the big 3.
Yes,
the Grammys, AMAs, and the Billboards. VMAs, not shortlisted.
No.
It's like a whole separate category. On to our final buzzword. Mexico City cop is apparently praised for her spirit of humanity that is in the wake of Hurricane Otis.
This story really just, it made me feel all the feels.
Okay.
So female police officer, Arisbeth Ambrosio, was recently dispatched from Mexico City to the resort city of Acapulco, which was ravaged by the hurricane. And she had just finished her work in the area, and she was approached by a mother of a child just on Sunday, and the mother came to her and she was hysterical at the time.
So I'm sure there's a whole backstory to it.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So the woman said that her 4-month-old baby boy had gone 2 days without food and that she was having problems finding baby food for him. Now, the police officer was a mother herself, and she volunteered to breastfeed the child. So, after a few minutes, the police officer sat on the stairs of a business, and, after a few minutes, the baby was full and happy. And the mother thanked the policewoman for her support and kindness. Now, this video has been shared widely on social media, so if you want to go check it out, you can. She is the police officer is part of a special Mexico City search and rescue unit known as the Zorros.
That's pretty fierce.
I know. That's made up of 100 agents. They were deployed over the past weekend to Acapulco. 43 people were recently killed by the Category 5 hurricane. Nearly 1 million people were left in darkness without running water by the storm, which was, by the way, the strongest on record for a landfalling Eastern Pacific tropical cyclone.
Okay, and the problem is the infrastructure is sort of uprooted in different parts of Acapulco. Right. So, I mean, help, of course, was always on the way, but in fractions, and they need a lot of help.
That's right.
I've got to say, not every police officer that's dispatched might do this.
And the good news, the best news for her is that she's been promoted. Yeah,
good
service
job.
Has been recognized.
Good job, Zorros. Thank you very much, Erica.
Pleasure.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
If you're listening to our program using the podcast service, just a reminder that we do go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Korea Standard Time. So tune in and help us make the show more informative by giving us your input. See you bright and early on Good Morning Seoul.